Welcome, guys, to another episode. And today I've done a lot of off-camera work. You might notice the new building behind me. I had a lot of help from my sister. We're just going to call her GryphonStone here on camera. And first thing we're going to do with today's episode is actually probably sleep, considering the sun setting and the moon rising behind me. But then I'm going to show you all the cool stuff my sister and I did off camera, and then we'll get into the meat of this episode, which should be some mapping, if I can manage to get a hold of the map. See you guys in a sec. What you might notice is that this building is a lot taller than it used to be. My sister and I are working on a chest room up here on the 3rd floor. You heard that right, 3rd floor. And eventually these chests will house all of my valuable items. But down here on this floor, where you saw before, we've added a couple new bookshelves and some interesting decorating choices, including these floating stairs. Down here on the main floor, as you can see, we moved the beds out of here and replaced it with an anvil, so I can repair this diamond pickaxe, which in the course of all that mining got very, very damaged. Speaking of mining, let's look at our precious items chest. As you can see, we've found a lot of diamonds since last episode. And I've done some trading with the villagers to up our emeralds as well. Lots of redstone and some iron found in the process, but a lot of our iron was used towards that anvil and towards this fella out here in the village. Now let me see if I can't find him. He and the other guy like to hang out back here. It's a little odd. But yeah, this is my guy. Now the reason we made an iron golem here is because there were some pillagers in the village, and considering how badly the last raid went down, I needed to get rid of them without having to kill them myself. So we made the iron golem, and he took care of them, so that I didn't end up with bad omen. 2 more iron golems over here. These guys are big, they're strong, and a little stupid. So I'm just going to let them out. And I'm going to see about this horse. How fast are you, my friend? Ooh, that's a fast one. We're going to keep this one, if I can manage it. And that was unexpected. I think I hit the iron golem. And that golem wasn't mine. Because if you hit your own iron golem, they don't respond. But I must have accidentally hit the iron golem. Otherwise, he wouldn't have attacked me at all. Considering I've done nothing to any of these villagers except protect them. Now, the other thing my sister and I worked on quite a bit was that other building that you saw from the top of the tower, which you can now see from here, which you couldn't before. It's very tall. I'm very proud. But yes, the horse loves me. Yes. Okay. So now that you can see the tower from here, it's very tall. I'm very happy. So this building over here is the other one you may have seen from the top of the tower. Now my sister and I built this real quick as a replica of the house behind it. It's a little wider, and it's just about the same height, but the layout on the inside is completely different. The place is completely covered in beds, top to bottom. Now the reason for this is because the villagers kept breeding, thinking that they could use my bed, and then when they couldn't, and the bed stayed unclaimed for a little while, and then it'd get claimed again, and then it'd be unclaimed, and somebody would a kid, and then, yeah. So that went down. But now that we've got all these extra beds in here, the villagers should be able to breed without much of a problem from here on out. One of the other things we worked on is this garden space. And as you can see, I now have almost all the crops in Minecraft in here. We have pumpkins, wheat, potatoes, beetroot, carrots, all here. One of the other things my sister and I did is we bred up the cows. So hopefully we'll be able to soon add more bookshelves to the enchanting area. As of right now, the enchanting area gets to somewhere between 9 and 11 enchantment levels for the bookshelves. We want to get all the way up to 30. So what I'm going to do to get a map is I'm going to take some of my paper. Now, the only reason I'm doing it this way is because I lost my map before when I died in the Nether. Yeah, not the best day. And a gift from my sister is this lovely organizational system by item, by type, keeping everything where it belongs. With the horse, mapping will become infinitely easier. What I'm actually going to do before we go on this trip is make myself a set of iron armor. Now, I could get myself some diamond armor, but I would actually prefer not to. Just because if we lose it, we lose it. Iron we can always get more of, but diamonds, less so. Now, I put a new banister on the mine shaft just to keep me from falling down there. I've fallen down there a couple times off camera, and that was not fun. We have random blocks, cobblestone and stone, tools and weapons, and I'm going to bring this with me and leave that here. And I'm going to end up making a new pickaxe. I'll see you guys in a minute when we're making our map. Alright guys, now it's time for me to show you guys how to use this thing. This is the cartography table. The easiest way to make maps, and the only way now, considering they removed the old map recipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in some paper, and that'll give us a basic map. Now, oops. We're going to create map, just so we can see where we're at. And you can see my castle, the 2 beds, and the majority of the village. It's a good map. Nice and detailed. I might make another one of these so that... Yeah, I'm going to make another one of these so I can just keep one in the house. On my wall. Update it every now and again. But now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out the map 2 times and then double check. Okay, one more time. Yep. And I think that's the same level of magnification as our old map. Now all that's left to do is add a compass to it, so that we can see where we are on the map and don't get lost. Now to make a compass, you need 4 pieces of iron and 1 bit of redstone. Once you have those, you're just going to place them in the crafting table, like so, and you have your compass. Now, compass always points to world spawn. No matter what, wherever you initially spawned in the world, that's where it's going to point. In the morning, I'll add this to our map, and we'll be on our adventure. Now, I believe the way you add the compass to the map is you just put your map, put your compass, and that should be it. Yep. just is exactly where we are. So hopefully there won't be any confusion or getting lost. And we're going to try and fill out this entire map. I'm going to grab my horse and we'll be on our way. And we're off. I'm going to pretty much just ride around and I'll show you guys whatever interesting bits come to be. But for the most part, we're just, tooling around. This guy dropped his helmet when he turned. Blast protection. Interesting, but not really useful for us. Good job. Now we know what's over here. This is where our pillager outpost is from last episode. I'm just going to do a quick drive-by. There it is in the distance, guys, the pillager outpost I found last time. But we're not going near it because, again, we're still not prepared for a raid. Eventually, I'll just say, oh, we're ready, let's go get a raid. But that'll have to be a much later episode. So now would be a good time to talk about, I think, what exactly I'm hoping to find by mapping all this way out. The answer is I don't know. What I'm hoping for is more resources, more places to go, and more things to do in this world. And a complete cohesive map that eventually we can make a much larger version of, so that when eventually it comes down to defeating the Ender Dragon, we can make it to the stronghold and back without getting lost. These are some of my favorite flowers. I'm gonna have to remember where they are and come back to them at some point. Whoa. We have a ravine, guys. With a... Is that a mine shaft? Well, that's an episode for another day, because that'll take hours to explore. I'll have to take a screenshot of this. Hold on, guys. I'll come back to you when we get home. And we're back. Home sweet home. Instead of worrying about actually where I want to put my horse, I'm just going to drop her right here. Go get some rest. And we'll do some more mapping in the morning. So I think we got a lot done. Now is I'm going to head out exactly in this direction. The opposite way we went last time. And I'm going to take some time and build bridges along the way, so that on the way back we can have a nice, smooth, easy trip. And hopefully, we'll get the borders of the map done before the end of today's episode. See you in a bit. We've got another savanna over here, which is good. This is a desert village! Another village! Look at these! Look at these people! Alright, what I'm gonna do is... Oh, I'm gonna go right over here. Because this, my friends, is a desert blacksmith. We have 2 apples. Now, horses love apples. We've got an iron sword, an iron chest plate, an iron pickaxe, loads of obsidian, and some bread. Now, the good thing about apples, guys, is you can actually use them to lure your horse across the river if you don't have a lead, because horses love apples. They won't follow anything else, really. Not a carrot, not wheat, at least not in pocket. It's a lot more difficult. But yeah, we have another thriving village out here. This is exciting. Almost on the other end of the map from our original village, but still. This is very exciting. Oh no. Looks like we just lost Horse, guys. Didn't even get to name her. Oh. Well, this is gonna be a long, frustrating trek home in the dark, but we are alive. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon. There will be more help in between the scenes from GryphonStone, that is, my sister. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.